And now, your San Diego starting lineup. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 35, Marvin Bagley. At the point guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 17, at the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 31, Klay Thompson. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 10, Michael Porter.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3. And for San Diego, you've got Bagley. Klay Thompson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's O'Neal in at the center, filling out the middle. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
Now here's Schroeder. On the wing, Thompson. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Watson kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Clock at 4. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. San Diego's head coach and I got a chance to talk. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now Schroeder following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Jokic with the steal. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Pass to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Now Brown. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the 3 ball is good. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
Schroeder passes to O'Neal. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well. When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in his game.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Shaquille O'Neal.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now here's Murray. He had 35 points last game out. Pass to Watson from downtown. It's hauled in by San Diego. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
5 on the clock. They're outside. Offensive rebound. O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
You got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Pass to Brown. Driving in. Here's Jokic. And it's sent back by O'Neal. 3 on 3. Schroeder surveying the floor. Now, here is O'Neal. Outside, Porter lets it go with a 3. They get a hand on it. The Nuggets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Watson has it in the corner. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And here is Murray to stop the drought. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Here's Schroeder driving to the basket. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. San Diego shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
And it's Jokic missing.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
The kick out to Porter. Schroeder outside. Over Watson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. They trail by 9 points. Gordon for 3. It's blocked by Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Murray against Schroeder. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Off the run, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the middle. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Now here's Schroeder. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Jokic finds Murray. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Schroeder. And finished off by O'Neal.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Gordon. 5 points in the game. Jokic with the screen on Bagley. Gordon outside. It's hauled in by San Diego. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Schroeder. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Watson kicks to Gordon. No good on the three. San Diego leading by 11. Thompson from long range. Jokic grabs the miss. Here is Watson. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Gordon. Here's Murray. And he lays it straight in. Murray's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Porter passes to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Now, here's Jokic. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And stolen by Watson. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Wide open look here for Murray. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. 6 points for Jamal Murray.
This is Murray's game. A shoot-first combo guard. He's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Schroeder outside for Murray. And it's Schroeder missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Jokic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
Boy, as a shooter, if you've got space, Jokic will find you. It's as simple as that.
And here is San Diego now. Denver able to drain the three. Outside, Porter. Pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Over Jokic. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Watson for 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Murray against Schroeder. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. You take a look at San Diego. They're sitting pretty. Second place, looking to take the top spot. And, of course, Denver. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, right now for San Diego, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now Ellis, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. San Diego moving the ball around. And that one's good, Ellis. And San Diego leads by 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Offensive rebound. Shaq with the bucket. Shaq's got 16 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Jokic. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Screen by Sharch. Inside. Here's Joe. They grab their own miss. And Shaq with the slam.
Well, here's a center who can put up 40, 50, 60. I mean, there's really no limit to what Shaq can do scoring the basketball.
Here's Benton. That one's off. Still out of sync. And Zoelis will bring it up for San Diego. 10-point lead. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson outside. Pass to O'Neal. Jokic with the steal. Here's Banton. For the three. Trains the three-pointer. And Thompson puts up a deep three. Shaquille O'Neal getting it done for San Diego. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for San Diego.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Michael Porter's out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Joe in at the shooting guard. And for Denver, they've got Jamal Murray. Hardaway is out there with Cameron Johnson. It's Najee in at the 5, down low.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
He had a nice open look right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's stolen. Here's Banton. Eubanks defending. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebound by Johnson. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Murray. Count the basket. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Now Schroeder. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Eubanks, no good.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Here's Banton. It's hauled in by San Diego. They've led by as many as 11 points. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Here's Murray. Michael Porter making his last shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. Najee passes to Hardaway. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Schroeder dishes to Saric. Outside Porter. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Porter's got 8 points here in this quarter.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Hardaway. He had 10 points in the win against Murray outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The Nuggets with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Porter inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Back to Porter. There's the triple. Porter can't get that one to fall. The Nuggets trail by 10. And here is Murray. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Joe with it. Outside, Porter. Back to Schroeder. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And a quick look at how San Diego's schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
O'Neal's checked in for San Diego. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Gordon comes in for Delano Banton. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Back over to you, Kevin.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. On pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
San Diego leading by 6. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game. How about the assertiveness from Hardaway Jr. there, electing to go with power and force? I love it.
Here's O'Neal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That's good from O'Neal.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Thompson, he's checked in for Porter. And Denver also making a switch. Christian Brown's checked in for Hardaway. Now, here's Watson. He's got 6. Stolen by O'Neal. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 13 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now, here's Schroeder. O'Neal outside. Pass to Schroeder. Fades back. San Diego with another miss.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Schroeder. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Delano Banton's checked in for Denver. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Diego. They've led by as many as 11 points. O'Neal on the wing. Jokic defending. Shoots it up. O'Neal misses. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Brown. He has yet to score. Jokic with his screen on Schroeder. Takes a step back. Banton, the pass to Gordon. The 3. Banton's shot is off. San Diego leading by 5. Here's Joe. It's hauled in by Gordon.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Jokic with a screen on charge. And it's Gordon missing.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck with deep here. It's just not his night.
And here is O'Neal. Jokic defending. Look out, Ren. Here comes Shaq.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Pass to Jokic. Out left to the wing. Jokic with the screen on Schroeder. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backdoor.
That's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And Thompson kicks it over to Schroeder. Now O'Neal. He's covered by Watson. Launches a 3. Joe, good. And now a 10-point San Diego lead.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely as well.
Banton, the pass to Watson. Now Jokic jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by San Diego. O'Neal's. Now Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Clever move by Schroeder there, ensuring that he drew the foul while also still getting the shot up.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That's good from Schroeder.
What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
Catching up on the changes for San Diego. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Sharch. Doug McDermott comes in for Thompson. And it's Ellison for Isaiah Joe. Hardaway's checked in for Denver. Now, here's Watson. He's got 6. They need this. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Schroeder. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Watson, the pass to Gordon. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Catching up on the changes for San Diego. Porter comes in for McDermott. That's Thompson in for Dennis Schroeder. Shaq controls in the paint.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, look, the defense gave a great effort there. Good contest, but Jokic just found a way to play through the contact and make it happen.
Now, here's Thompson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Here's for three. Denver grabs the miss.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Hardaway. Tries it from 9. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And so it's San Diego riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show
it. And shifting our focus now, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
Towns will be watching from the bench, so I want to see how it affects their spacing. It's not easy to stretch the floor without the big fella. They miss that aspect whenever he's sitting out.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Thompson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Marvin Bagley. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Shaq in at the center position. Murray. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his 16th rebound on the night. And for Denver, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Murray following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Now, here's Porter. Here's O'Neal. Jokic defending. And finished off by O'Neal.
Yeah, he's like a one-man band out there, dialed in and on the attack.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Here's Murray. 12 points for him.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Michael Porter. He's one of the standouts over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Now here's Murray. Over Thompson. Again, the miss by Murray.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, night in and night out, Jokic is taking and relishing the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Good on the second free throw. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for San Diego. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's O'Neal. Lays it up off the glass. Shaq's got 6 here in this quarter.
Take a look at how Shaq owns the paint. Nobody's getting in his way inside.
Watson kicks to Gordon. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Left side, Porter. 3-pointer. And Brown pulls it down. Watson inside. Porter's there. Watson's shot is off. Here's Bagley. Banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. McDermott's checked in for San Diego. Isaiah Joe comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Gordon up on top. Defended by Bagley. Here's Murray. And it's in there. Murray's got 14 points.
He could have walked to the basket.
Here's Joe. Good work there as it goes. And San Diego leads by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Murray. He's got 14. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by San Diego. O'Neal's. Joe finds Thompson. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
Murray outside. Bagley with the block. On the wing, Thompson. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like San Diego will retain possession here. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Look at O'Neal, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Now, here's Bagley. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And that one drops for him. Shaq's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
3 points.
Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Joe. He's covered by Murray. Pass to McDermott. Over Watson. It's a big night. Thompson goes in. McDermott's got his first points of the night.
Not really anything you can do there. I mean, Doug McDermott used to having a hand in his face while he's shooting, and it doesn't bother him.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Kevin, back to you.
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Catching up on the changes for San Diego, Sharch has checked in for Marvin Bagley, and it's Ellison for Thompson. Now here's Murray. Over Joe. O'Neal with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Brown the pass to Watson. Now, here's Jokic. Shaq with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
On the wing, Ellis. He's covered by Murray. O'Neal against Jokic. O'Neal, no good. The Nuggets trail by 20. Here's Brown. Murray kicks to Gordon. Back to Murray. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Johnson, he's checked in for Denver. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Christian Brown.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 9. To end the drought, and it's good for 2. Jokic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
And let's toss it over to the sideline for a report on Dennis Schroeder. So, Allie, what have you heard?
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for San Diego. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward, guys.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way. Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Hardaway kicks to Murray. Jokic with the screen on Sharch. And it's Gordon missing. San Diego leading by 20. Joe passes to Ellis. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Johnson dishes to Murray. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Ellis with some nice D.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Now here's McDermott. Guarded by Hardaway. O'Neal against Jokic. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Tries the spin move. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And again, Denver, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Ellis the pass to Joe. And here's McDermott. Here's Ellis. Pass to Sharch. The 3. Kept alive. And Shaq with the slam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:02 left to play here in the third. Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by O'Neal. San Diego leading by 22. Joe passes to Ellis. Pass to McDermott. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now, here is O'Neal. Fades and shoots. Benton with the rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Tyson. No good from outside. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for San Diego. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And, you know, for a big guy, Saric is very versatile. I mean, he's a good passer, shares the ball well with his teammates, and he's got a laser stroke, too.
Here's Hardaway. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Shaquille O'Neal getting it done for San Diego. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. San Diego shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. They've got Michael Porter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then there's Saric, and it's Eubanks in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Murray. Following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Kaji, good.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Murray against Schroeder. Here's Porter. Benton with 21 to the inside. Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Joe. Porter looking it over. Over Hardaway. Porter can't get that one to fall. The Nuggets shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Benton, covered by Joe. Out of bounds. San Diego takes possession. San Diego leading by 19 points. Schroeder outside. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Hardaway. San Diego with another miss.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Benton's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Porter. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes in.
You've got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. There's the pick. Here's Benton. The Nuggets with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Schroeder finds Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Got a piece of it. And here's Schroeder. Outside Porter. Saric against Johnson. Saric, that's good.
Saric plays with such intensity and focus. I mean, even with the defense right there, he stays locked in on the hoop.
Here's Benton, guarded by Porter. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And here is San Diego now, after the Nuggets pick up 2. 4 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Hardaway. Murray outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. 16 points for Jamal Murray.
Strong finish by Murray. Jamal Murray is simply a bucket. He's a scorer.
And San Diego calls time here. And San Diego will go with a different look here. O'Neal's checked in for Eubanks. Marvin Bagley comes in for Šarić. Thompson, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Ellison for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Denver, Gordon comes in for Johnson. And it's Peyton Watson in for Delano Banton.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Low block shot on the way.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray with it. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Ellis finds O'Neal. Now Ellis. Left side, O'Neal. Ellis, the pass to Thompson. Over Hardaway. And again with the rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. To the paint. Thompson looking for an opening. No good that time.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Watson. Watson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so Ellis will bring it up for San Diego. Pass to Shaq. With 4 spacing so in demand, league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball, and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Murray, no good. San Diego leading by 22. Outside, Bagley. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Gordon for 3. It's rebounded by O'Neal. San Diego is on a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Outside Porter, a 3 ball. And it's Denver with the rebound. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
Thompson outside. Shaq down low. Jokic defended. And Shaq with the slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Murray out to Hardaway. Can change shot. Jokic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Shaq. Pass to Ellis. Shot clock at 5. Watson surveying the D. Gordon with a screen on O'Neal. Thompson with it. Hardaway picks him up. And Thompson kicks to Porter. And the call up against Jokic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Picking up his 4th foul really could change how he approaches things now.
Christian Brown's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Shaq. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Murray outside. Jokic passes to Brown. Here's Gordon. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Hey, it's pretty simple when Gordon is connecting like he is now. I mean, you got to keep getting the ball to him. He often takes high-quality shots.
Now here's Porter. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Here's Murray. San Diego getting their last shot to go in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Diego.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shaquille O'Neal.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Outside, Porter, pass to Shaq. Left block shot on the way. It's off. So San Diego wins it. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now we present the player of the game, Shaq.
Well, Team Diesel gets its revenge on the Denver Nuggets for the blowout that they received about a week ago when they held them to 77 points. Team Diesel comes right back and holds them to 1 point better, holds Denver to 76 points. and they score 104 points, albeit they did not shoot very well from the three-point line. Neither team did. But Shaquille O'Neal was the difference yet again with his inside domination. The bench points suffered on both sides, and we saw that they sustained an injury to Team Diesel with the starting point guard by, what's his name? Dennis Schroeder. He's got an injury he's going to be dealing with. Let's take a look at him real quick here. Yeah, he'll be dealing with a strained left hip for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So he's their number one starting point guard here, responsible for penetration. So he'll probably be seeing Isaiah Joe taking that responsibility going forward. Now, the Shaq had a great game tonight, 45 points, 34 rebounds, completely dominating the game. Michael Porter Jr. did not shoot well. No one really shot well with it. It's 3 for 11 for Thompson, 3 for 8 from downtown. Didn't shoot too well. Ellis 1 for 4, 1 for 6 for Isaiah Joe. The three-point line just was not there for either team in this game. As Murray, who had a great game against Team Mamba, didn't shoot well at all. He went 0 for 5 from downtown. Gordon went 3 for 8. Jokic didn't even hit a 3 tonight. She went 7 for 18. But he had his hands full trying to guard Diesel. That being Shaquille O'Neal. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at Shaq's highlights in this game, and then we will move this forward and see what the next game's coming up. I believe it's Larry Bird going back to Boston. Shaq just all over the place tonight, man. Just in a game where neither team shot well, it came down to who could get paint points, and Diesel had the advantage. The jumpers weren't flying for Denver tonight, so that's the story out here. Pretty much a ho-hum victory. A victory that Team Diesel really needed, as you can see here. We can go back. Let's see. What was that loss that they took? There it is. Last week. Here it is. So they returned the favor where Denver. Where Denver really put the screws to them. They held Team Diesel to 77 points and blew them out and scored 91. And now Diesel comes back a week later and gets revenge and holds them to 1 point better. But more importantly, it moves them up in the standings because Team Showtime lost last night to the Houston Dream, led by 1994 Hakeem Olajuwon. So this puts Team Diesel right back in the saddle within one game of catching Team Showtime for that number one record in the Western Conference. And we'll see what goes on from there. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and see what the next game is up on the Daily View here. And I do so believe it's Team Larry Bird going to Boston, meaning Bird will be going back to Boston for the first time to play. And I do so, yep. Bird will be going back to Boston. Schroeder and I will leave it as it is. I'll fix it on my own time. I won't make you guys sit through that. And it will be Team Larry Bird going on the road. Or really, they're in Boston. They play out of Boston, but so they won't have to travel too far. So they're currently on a 6-game road trip that started in L.A. They took care of New York in a tough game, back-to-back games. Had a war here with Chamberlain. So really, yeah, that was a home game here. They've been on the road the last 2 games. They flew from L.A. to L.A., then to New York, and now they're back in Boston. So really, it's kind of a home game because they play out of Boston. But still, the commute back to New York. It'll be an NBA Cup game, too, as well. Then from there, they'll play the Pacers, and then the matchup with Vegas. It's going to be huge. And then Philadelphia, and then Vegas again, back at home. But for right now, let's take a look here at Team Larry Bird's situation. Hottest team in the NBA by far with 20 games won in a row. They have not lost a game since they were 6-5. They started the season out 6-5 and were struggling while everybody else got off the hard starts. At one point, Team Jordan was undefeated at 11-0. Same thing with Team Chandler. They were just leaving Team Larry Bird in the dust. But since that time, they have come back, and they are within one. They are basically playing pity pat with the number one record in the NBA. If they win tonight, they'll take hold of the number one spot because they have the tiebreaker over Team Jordan, having beating Team Jordan in the 2 meetings that they have this season. Matter of fact, they beat Team Jordan. For those that did not know, they beat Team Jordan twice in 1 week in the 2 games they have in the season. Here, December 1st and December 7th. So they beat Michael Jordan twice in 1 week, something that most people can't even do in a decade, okay? There's very few people being able to beat that man on any of the teams he was on in the 80s and 90s, even once in a season, let alone twice in 1 week. So Team Bird now looking good. And they've beaten Team Chamberlain, so they have a tiebreaker over them. And the only team that they don't have tiebreakers over are the Bad Boys, because the Bad Boys beat them earlier in the season. However, they still have games to be played with them later after All-Star break, and Team Kareem, because they have yet to play. So, but Team Larry Bird right now is in the driver's seat. All they have to do is just keep winning games, and they pretty much have the number one seed a straight shot, having already taken care of all comers in terms of their mutual opponents up at the upper echelon in the Eastern Conference. The only two teams that remain to be potential threats are the Bad Boys, because of the tiebreaker the Bad Boys have over them, and Team Kareem, because they have yet to play them. They've already taken care of Team Jordan, and they already have a tiebreaker over Team Chamberlain. However, Team Chamberlain has one or two more games, I do so believe. Let's take a look here, because they beat Chamberlain here. So now after this, they won't see Chamberlain again. They won't see Chamberlain again until after All-Star break. Yeah, a week after All-Star break, they'll see Chamberlain again. And then they'll see him. I think that's it. Nope, they'll play him one more time. It's a deuce game. So if Chamberlain can't win that game, they won't be able to get the tiebreaker on him. So as we are moving here into January now, guys, the position battles are pretty much being affirmed. We pretty much know who everybody is now. And you had your position battles are now between Team Jordan and Bird and the Trotters and the Bad Boys, while Team Kareem is playing catch-up with being two games behind the first place, trying to get out of that fifth spot. The Bad Boys are kind of on the bubble themselves. You can see right there, if they have another loss and Kareem wins, they'll be moving down. So nobody wants to play in that fifth spot because, again, you'll be on the road against another legend team. So everybody's trying to avoid the number 5 seed. So whoever gets on that number 5 seed, it's like musical chairs right now. You get on that number 5 seed, it's going to be I ain't going to say it's going to be impossible, but you'll have no home court advantage. You'll be on the road against another high-powered team, and you'll have to go into their place and beat them 4 times. Most days, you're going to have to, if it goes 7 games, you're going to have to beat them 4 times on the road. That's going to be really tough to do. So, but with that being said, Team Larry Bird's next game coming up here, and I'll have that one for you guys here shortly. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you for the Birdman coming home to lead his team to what will probably most likely be the 21st straight victory. They have some pretty good matchups here that favor Team Larry Bird. I don't believe he's going to be available to play. You can see here Tatum, I believe he's hurt. So Jaylen Brown's going to be the only real start they have. Bird outmatches him significantly at the small forward spot at 6'9". It's a complete nightmare matchup for Jaylen Brown. And Sarr and Sabonis pretty much have the advantage inside. I think this is going to be a runaway game for Team Bird, but we'll see how it goes, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.